a mí me besó.
Ew, you don't know where that's been. Gross. I wouldn't trust that. Probably has Rob's ball juice. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is 90 Day Fiancé Hunt for Love. This episode super sucks, so I'm sorry I was behind getting it out for you. Last we left off, Courtney and Jennifer were gossiping in the pool, and Jennifer was feeding Courtney a load of horseshit, which she was not believing but accepting.
Hey guys.
Cole, being the pushy beta loser that he is, interrupts a private conversation once again. Didn't Tim do that too? And then Cole was like, what are you doing, interrupting conversations and approaching her if you're not looking for drama? And then he does the same thing. Courtney feels super awkward, so she finds an excuse to dip, which I think was a smart plan. Like, she really needs to sit there and watch him sucking up to her like a puppy with his tail between his legs. It's really pathetic. And Cole allows himself to be manipulated by Jen.
But at the same time, there's an element of gaslighting as well, where she doesn't completely want to own up to what happened last night.
So you know it.
A mí me besó.
Ew, you don't know where that's been. Gross. I wouldn't trust that. Probably has Rob's ball juice. So he's aware that she's lying to him and manipulating him, but he's okay with that. And it's his narrative that he's giving her another chance, which is adorable because he was literally just sucking up to her to give him another chance. Skipping past the stupid Survivor / Big Brother activities, we're going to focus on Tiffany's date with Carlo. They have this weird mud bath, which I think the producers thought was going to look way more sensual than it actually was. Like, I'm sure they thought, oh yeah, they're going to rub mud all over each other's bare skin and it's going to look super sexy. But according to them on Between the Sheets, it was cold, it was awkward, it wasn't hot. So Tiffany asks Carlo what he's looking for here at the resort, and then she comes clean that she is divorced with 2 kids, and he does not take it well.
I do have 2 kids.
But he reacted like she just told him she had a dick. Seriously, it was a little bit extreme. This sucks for Tiffany because he pretty much tells her right away that he is not looking for women with kids and that it's in his dream that he's going to find someone and they're going to start a family and be together forever. And Tiffany is super bummed out that he feels this way about it.
I don't want to be with someone who thinks that me having kids is like kind of like something that I have that they don't like. Like, I don't ever want to be with someone who looks at me that way.
I felt for Tiffany in this scenario because she is an awesome chick, but as a single mother, you do get stigmatized at times and singled out.
Like, I'm not going for women with kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fair for him to have his beliefs and his expectations for what he's looking for, but this really sucks for Tiffany, and I know how she feels. And she points out that she's happy that he was honest because you can't be with someone who's not down for the fact that your children exist. But she also points out that Buddy's pushing 40 and maybe he should be a little more realistic with what his expectations are. Dating women over 30, it is more likely to run into single mothers or, you know, women that have had children already in life. And yeah, it's fine to have your opinions, your beliefs, and your boundaries for what you're ready to deal with or not. So I think it's good that he was honest and that she accepted his feedback and they were able to have a good, they were able to end it on a good note. But now Tiffany's feeling like the ball's in his court and she's going to get to know other people. She's going to focus on Rocky. And you guys know how I feel about Rocky. Go for porn stash. Go for the tall man with the mallet and the tattoos. That's a way better choice than Carlo, who's afraid of children. Moving along, Rob and Jen are hanging out on the other side of the resort, spending some time together, and she's laying it on thick, the manipulation game on him too. She points out that her and Cole have kind of kissed and made up and that she's going to continue to give him a chance. Rob makes the smart move to be 100% honest about the fact that he is still married to Sophie, although he explains they are separated and have nothing going on. You can tell this is a huge turnoff for Jen. She doesn't want to deal with a married man. And it's so ironic because while Rob tries to say that he has no attachment to Sophie, Jen's whole thing is he's still attached.
He's not a person that I can see myself with in the future. Cole hasn't been perfect, but at least he's not attached to someone.
Haha, Rob's Elise now. That's what happens when you're too easy, too available. She reverse Uno to the shit out of you. So moving along past the Survivor Big Brother games, I don't care. It ended up being rigged and fan service. The girls had to make out for the competition, and Usman being so into it and having to hide his boner was probably the best part. So this was also hilarious. The winning team gets to pick who they're gonna take on a date. So they give everyone a chance to pick.
I just go.
Starting with Jen picking Cole right in front of Rob. You can see his heart breaking in real time. He was super counting on them winning so he could make out with her and take her out on a date and rub it in Cole's face. And she just humiliated him by choosing Cole in front of everyone. Now, what's hilarious here is even the NPCs on the side notice. They're like, how does that make Rob feel? Obviously, Rob doesn't like it.
She chose me because I know that I feel something for her, and other people around here know that I feel something for her. And the perfect love story doesn't start off by being constantly chosen second.
Next, we get Chantel. Even though she's a super excited girl from kissing Jen,
I super enjoyed our kiss,
she decides to pick Rob,
and I hope you won't be upset if I ask Rob on a date.
which I thought was a strange decision because she expressed on Between the Sheets that it was obvious to her that Rob wasn't interested in her. He didn't talk to her in his Mac voice like he did to Jennifer and Elise in the first day. But I think she did it because they're palling around, 90 Day Crew, and she feels like they both earned it and they can spend some quality time. So next, Elise gets to pick, and I think Tim was sort of hoping that maybe she would pick him.
Rocky, you want to go on a date?
But she picks Rocky, and oh man, poor Tiffany. I know exactly how she feels. So annoying.
Let's go.
Tim's a little bummed out because he wasn't really sure if she was flirting with him or just being fun and friendly. And now everybody saunters away without finishing to find out what the final girl on the team who won got to pick. It's so funny. I don't know if it was just editing because no one cares, or the producers and the whole crew didn't care, so they moved along. That girl, I don't know her name because they never bothered to introduce her because, she's an NPC, not from the 90-day universe, but look how hard she worked. And so anyway, moving along because I don't care either. Cole and Jen go for their champagne date, and she bold-faced lies and manipulates him some more. He's crying about the idea that she may or may not have kissed him, and she lies and says that she hasn't kissed him yet, but we saw them, what appeared to look like them hooking up. What a chump. And we have to wait till next time to find out what happens. But this episode looks like it's going to be a lot better because Colt finally asks out Courtney, and then in retaliation to make her jealous, Usman asks out one of the NPCs. That's kind of dumb. But then it gets outed that Jen and Rob hooked up. So that looks like it's going to be messy, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for the half-assed recap. Hopefully the next episode is more entertaining and I can put together more content for you. Just remember that you are valuable and I appreciate you. And peace out for now. Bye-bye.